Hey, good afternoon, Community Culture Church. This is the Pharmacist in Chi-Chi. Today we are going to show you guys how to make a potato tower, and you'll see kind of what that means here in a bit. But basically right now, Chelsea is preparing our potatoes to go into the tower. She's slicing the eye off of the potato, putting them in sections so that these potatoes then will grow multiple more pounds of potatoes.
Kyle ran down to the barn to grab our last thing that we needed for our potato tower project. So I'm gonna go over some things that you're gonna need. So first, you'll need the seed potatoes, and cut it. When you cut them up, they'll look a lot like that. You'll need some good soil, some 1" by 2" or larger welded wire, and then you're gonna need some cutters to cut that with, some good straw, and also some zip ties to zip tie this together to make the actual tower.
Alright, we're getting ready to assemble our potato tower with the welded wire, and all you do is you take your bolt cutters or other cutting forceps, whatever you have, and we're going to make this dude about approximately 2 foot in diameter, give or take, in measure. So, interesting fact about potatoes. A lot of people don't know this, but the potato is the only vegetable that's ever been grown in outer space. You know that, Chief?
Interesting. I did not know that.
Also, potatoes.
How did you know that?
Babe, I know everything. I know some of the most useless knowledge that a person could ever obtain in their life. But more importantly, if Who Wants to Be a Millionaire still a thing?
Yes.
If you ever get put on that show, make sure to phone me as a friend. Potato Tower. Sounds pretty cool. It's a cool name, Potato Tower. The Mr. Potato Head house built. We are going to, I'm just going to step on this just ever so slightly to not take out all of the bin. But I'm going to get a nice little circumference here. Do you remember how to formulate pi? Speaking of circumferences.
Radius times something squared, maybe?
It's pi r squared, right?
Oh, look at that. So I was just talking to Kyle about the pi r squared part, and I asked him how he remembered that, and this is what he had to say.
I told her pi r squared, m/r naught, SAR. So I've always remembered the circumference because pies are not squared.
Anyway, it was way too funny. Okay, so what are you doing now?
Okay, now I'm just zip tying the potato tower so that at the end of the harvest season it makes it extremely easy. Just cut the zip ties, and then rather than digging for potatoes like people have done for centuries, once your leaves start dying, then it's time to harvest, and you can basically just cut these ties, unroll it, and you'll have a tower of potatoes. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and it just kind of unrolls.
Right.
And you can just kind of dig through it
ever
so lightly.
You don't have to use a spade or whatever. Yeah. And if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right and professional. You got my pocket knife?
I do have your pocket knife.
It's another thing, man. Don't ever let your wife hold your pocket knife because you'll never see it again. It's true. And so once we put a layer down of the straw, next we're gonna make a potato sandwich with some of this yummy goodness right here. We're gonna put some compost. We're gonna spread it throughout the potato tower, and now we have a potato pizza. And all you do is you're gonna take some some potatoes that have previously been cut by my assistant, and I like to put them towards the edge of the tower. That way their leaves will penetrate through the barbed wire, and the welded wire eventually come up through and bloom on the the outside. It's really cool. It's good. We continue to keep adding layers. All we're doing is putting the eyelets of the potatoes pointing out, and we are continuing to stack compost on top of straw, and then we add a layer of potatoes, and that way when the potatoes start blooming, their leaves are going to go through the welded wire and they're going to come out, and then you'll see all the leaves. It'll look like a 50-gallon drum of leaves. It'll be pretty cool when it's all said and done.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. The straw is really more or less for to make sure that the potatoes don't get too much water, and it helps with the drainage of the water every time you water your potato tower.
All right, gotta go grab some more dirt.
Gotta get some more dirt.
All right, we'll be back. Get a little close up.
Oh yeah. There's the potato wagon wheel. Straw. And this. I'm just going to put a little bit more straw on top of this to help hold the moisture. And what I really like about this system is at the end, when you're ready to harvest all the compost, the straw will break down into compost, and all the leaves, you can basically unroll this on a tarp and then reuse all of the soil, and then just turn the straw and the compost back into more compost. So it's kind of a recycling of the system. Pretty cool.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us for another video. And if you try this, or if you've started some garden beds using, building some garden beds, or maybe you tried the kiddie pool thing, whatever you did, I want to see some pictures of it. So if in the comments with this video, or share it to maybe the community culture page, something, reach out to me, Chelsea Simmons on Facebook. I want to see what you guys have done so far.
One last thing. This is very important information. Do you know why they call a potato a spud? You know, Chief?
No, I do not.
I know a spud, but the reason why they call a potato a spud is because it's a derived Latin word, and it has to do with a short knife that they used to use to dig the hole, which later became a spade.
This guy. Useless knowledge.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great evening, great weekend. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.